Hey, today we are going to go over this compound interest practice together. So keep in mind, anytime that we have a problem that will need a formula, that the formula will be provided. So on your test and everything, the formula will be there. You will just need to know how to put the information into the formula. So just as a reminder, you should have seen in your notes, but PV is going to represent your present value. So that's the amount that you're going to be putting into the account to start with. The R is going to represent the rate. Remember, you have to convert the rate to a decimal. The M is going to represent the number of times compounded, so that might be quarterly, daily, weekly, and then the T is going to represent time, so the amount of years that you're going to leave it invested. So let's just take look at this first problem. You've decided to save $1,000, so there's our PV, for 5 years. That's our T. So T is equal to 5, PV is equal to 1,000. Compounded semi-annually, which is twice a year. So M is equal to 2. That's also in your notes if you don't remember what semi-annually, annually, daily, all of those are. And then 12%, so R is equal to, I'm going to go ahead and convert that to a decimal, so it would be 0.12. How much would you have in your savings after the 5 years? So again, that T is 5 years, that's just repeated. So your first step would be to plug in your numbers. So 1,000 is our PV, we have our parenthesis, 1 plus the rate of 0.12 divided by the number of times compounded, M, close the parenthesis, and then M times T as an exponent. So that's your formula filled in here. Then everything goes to your calculator. And as you should know, order of operations, you're gonna work from the inside out. So within the parenthesis, you're gonna wanna do the division before the addition. So you're gonna type in a 0.12 divided by 2, and that's going to give you 0.06, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and add the 1. So within the parenthesis, I'm gonna have 1.06. I'm gonna drop down my 1,000, and then I'm gonna go ahead and multiply my 2 times 5, which is gonna be 10. So now when you put that into your calculator, the 1.06 raised to the 10th power, this is my raised, it's the little up arrow guy. Okay, so I'm going to do raised to the 10th power. You're going to get this really, really long number. Don't write all that down. Just leave it in your calculator, and then you're going to finalize that by multiplying by 1,000, and that's going to give your answer. So your answer for this would be $1,790.85 because you're going to have to round that. Take a look right there, 0.847. You're going to have to round that up to 85. Okay. So there's our answer for our first one. After 5 years of investing $1,000 at 12%, you're going to make a little over $700 here, almost $800. Problem number 2, putting $500 in a savings account, compounded quarterly, 8% after 10 years. So future value is going to be equal to present value. 500 is what you're investing. 1 plus is part of the formula, and then you're going to have the rate. So 8, which would be 0.08 converted to a decimal, divided by compounded quarterly, so that would be 4, M is equal to 4, and then 4 times 10 as our exponent, okay? Again, we're gonna start in the middle, so I'm gonna clear my calculator, 0.08 divided by 4, it's gonna give you that middle number for here, and go ahead and add the 1, so 1.02, within the parenthesis, 4 times 10 is 40, drop down your 500, and then you're ready for your last step. So 1.02 raised to the power of 40. Again, big long number, don't type that or write it down, just leave it in there, times 500, and this is your amount for your answer, 1,104.02. Again, we had to round up, so don't mess it up on the rounding portion. Okay. Now number 3, Taylor's going to put $50 into our account, compounded monthly. Monthly is 12, 6% over 5 years. So future value is equal to 50. Oops, yeah, parenthesis 1 plus 0.06 here, divided by M, which was monthly 12, and then 12 times 5 is going to be in there. Okay. So as I put that in my calculator, 0.06 divided by 12, okay, plus the 1, so we're going to get within the parenthesis 1.005, and then you have the 12 times 5 on the outside, so if you're at 60 as the exponent, drop down the 50. Okay, now we're going to take 1.005 raised to the 60th power, big long number, times, oops, not times 1,000, times the 50, and you're gonna get $67.44 as your answer. Okay, remember we're working money, so it's always 2 decimals. On the last one, 500 in a savings account compounded semi-annually, so again that's 2. 5.5, yes it has a decimal, but it's still a percent, so you still have to move the decimal over, so that's going to be equal to 0.055, don't mess that up. And how much will you have over 7 years? So future value is equal to 500, 1 plus, okay, you're going to put the rate in there of 0.055 divided by 2, and then 2 times 7, okay. So calculator coming out, 0.055 divided by 2 plus the 1 is going to give you, within the parenthesis, 1.0275. 2 times 7 is 14, so I'm going to raise that to the 14th power and multiply that by the 500. And your answer is going to be $730. Oh, we got a round. Just kidding. $731. Because of the rounding here, take a look. Let me put it up there for you. So 730.997. So that's going to change all of these to zeros and bump that up to 731. And that's how you do compound interest.